Coming up on this episode.
That explains so much.
What the heck is it?
Fuck! Uchido sits next to a bed, dark cloth tightly wrapped around her face. In the bed lays a young Shuni, sleeping, or at least trying to. Their breath is hoarse, like they had a bowl of daggers for breakfast. Uchido closes her eyes, pale gray magic seeping from her hands into the Shuni's throat. And after some time, the Shuni's breathing slows and soothes into a much more natural sounding pattern. Far to the east and high in the sky, our party is on one of the many sky islands that make up the Bedlin Isles. After encountering Magnus, who has agreed to show the party to the bunker he found on the island, Renistir took care of a sad T-Rex, encouraging it to make some friends. While heading to the bunker, the group came across the Ravdah. Turns out Magnus is unknowingly the cause of fire elementals flocking to the island, which the Ravdah can fix with a ritual. But first, he needs to talk to the party about what he's been keeping from them. We cut to him doing just that. There are magics that bind the planes in Aelios into separate but distinctly connected pockets. Those are eroding in a way that allows for unintended connections. Tears have not always been a thing. And while the planes have always been connected, it has been through very typical concrete connections such as planar teleportation and specific gates and areas that is eroding. And it is causing many problems. It is why we are so understaffed at the moment. This is happening a lot more than it ever has.
So, pardon me, I'm not as magically inclined as some of the rest of our group here, but it sounds like you are more anxious due to the circumstances as a whole of this situation rather than the ritual itself. Is that correct?
The ritual does not worry me as much as the fabric of the very planes coming undone. Yes.
So this,
correct.
This entire situation is just a tinier part of a much bigger problem. Is that correct?
I shall put it like this. As soon as I am done here, there are many other places I am needed.
I see.
Is there anything to do on the Aelios side of things that could help other than just like damage control or repair? We have, not connections with the Ravdah necessarily, or is that only things to be done by you since you are so understaffed? And
he says, I am not aware of anything. Why doesn't everyone roll perception?
But you're about to be aware. Am I even there?
Is this related?
Yeah, do you want to be?
Well,
or did you just go off somewhere? I assumed you'd be around. They
yeah,
haven't really
I guess
yet.
this conversation, I wasn't sure if I would be there. Otherwise, I would be chiming in probably.
Yeah, I would assume. Sorry. Yeah.
Natural 20 for 28.
Sorry, I was being uncharacteristically quiet.
Sipping tea.
It was a really good sip.
12.
A gulp.
12, 28.
17. Perception, 26.
Phosphorus. I almost called you Peter.
Hey.
I don't know why. Phosphorus and Diego. What did you get, Eamon?
17.
Just Phosphorus and Diego. You kind of get the vibe that, as competent as he seems, this is kind of like the entry-level position that this man is in. Like, he is you're not sure exactly what the, rankings or how it works for the Ravdah. You just know that, there are definitely people above him, and he seems to be, he is not of a position where he knows about the efforts that would go into repairing that fabric. He's just one of the people that is sent out to stem the tide currently, while probably more important people are working on that. So it seems that he genuinely doesn't really know because he's not in the know for that. But yeah.
So the world is ending.
No. It is getting more dangerous. I don't know if you've experienced other tears, but presumably this is happening with all the planes.
Like the Shadow Veil. Does that count?
Sure, yes.
Killed my mom.
I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago. I can do shadow stuff now.
So,
Okay.
When did this start? Recently?
I do not know. It is recent in terms of existence, not in terms of mortal lifespan.
so,
Are you immortal?
No.
so, if someone was similar to our friend here with the Inferno plane, would they then, after enough time, potentially cause tears in a different plane if they were in tune with a different element or plane of existence?
You're talking about Magnus when you say like friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just kind of wave my hand towards Magnus.
The Ravdah says, no, normally there is something or a bit of reason to why they open where they do, subtle magical connections. The reason so many Inferno tears are opening here is because of the uniqueness of his fire magic being a beacon or a call of sorts.
What makes it unique?
I do not know specifically. All I know is I have been around a lot of magical fire. I have never experienced a magical fire quite like his.
Maybe I should rephrase my question. Let's say if there was someone like him with a different element, could they cause this same thing with a different plane? Say if it was, I don't know, ice or water or something like that. Would that cause some sort of other plane to open up? I don't know what the different planes are, to be fair.
Yes.
Okay, so I, with my feet, is a double speak? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Yeah. Just to, I guess, all three of you. Does he know that Magnus is an oracle? Have we established that? Is that something we can say?
No.
Not specifically.
You
I
guys
guess I can't
you
double
guys
speak
can't
back.
talk back to me, but you could either nod or shake your heads.
I would shrug.
I'll shake my head.
Should I
I'll just
mention
say
it?
no. That doesn't make sense to me.
Should I mention it?
No, that doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
I mean, I feel I only point this out because it has been a session in between. Magnus is very open about the fact he's an oracle.
Yeah, we just didn't know if it was.
Yeah. So
I guess from
couldn't
Renastir's
remember.
perspective, he wouldn't say it because he also knows that Eamon is kind of close guard about that. So even bringing up the concept of oracles for
that's
him,
Some people are much more open.
If Magnus was pretty open, I would
That
probably
have
just
pride.
say it.
Yeah.
anyway, so.
I mean, I don't, if you guys might not remember, he's very specifically open about being an oracle because it draws the magic to him.
I'll actually just say, hold that thought. I just run over to Magnus.
He's with all of you.
What?
Yeah.
you run
He's in
2
all this
feet.
conversation. I mean, he hasn't been saying anything.
When did you get here?
I came over with.
I just
Renastir.
whisper in his ear, can I tell him you're an oracle?
Yeah.
Okay,
Is he-
so this
I thought
guy's an
he-
oracle. Is it because he's an oracle that makes it special?
Yes.
So if another oracle, I don't know how oracles work. Are there a lot of them? Can you just do that? Can you
From
just
my-
become an oracle by learning?
No.
I
From
probably
my
got to roll
understanding,
deception.
no. Yeah, go for it. Yep.
Never heard of her.
So he's like, an oracle? I don't know what those are.
15.
Word.
He knows exactly
That's
how many oracles
actually
there
insane. I don't know.
That might be the lowest you've ever rolled for deception.
I literally rolled a 2 on the die. So,
Uh,
and it gives me a 15.
An oracle?
Yeah. He says, I am not well versed in oracles. We are aware of them, the order as a whole. I have yet to confirm, but I had assumed that is the specifics of why he motions to Magnus. His magic is acting as a call.
Would you be willing to share where else in Alios is happening? Just we are traveling, so we'd like to avoid places with such things. I can roll deception if you want me to, because that's not actually why I want to know.
No, I won't. I won't have you roll because it's a feasible. It's like, I mean, it's also kind of true, right?
We are traveling, and
yeah.
I don't want to avoid them necessarily, but
Yeah, fair enough. He says, I do not know other than here currently.
I rolled to see if
Yeah, anyone can roll
that's honest.
perception.
Do I get anything added with all my things?
No.
Would this technically be for a lie? So
Yeah,
you get the plus
yeah.
one.
Do I get the lie to
23.
me thing?
Oh, yeah. I'm very bad at this. Nobody roll. He rolls deception against your guys' DC stuff.
Oh.
Which DC? Perception DC?
Yes,
It's
but for
10
you
plus your
guys, if
perception?
deception's higher, it's deception for
10
Diego
plus?
and Eamon.
Deception.
But he seems genuine in that he doesn't know. Again, for the two of you kind of clocked that he's a lower ranking member, that he's told where to go to put out the fire, so to speak. He goes there, puts out the fire, and then he's told where to go next.
So, actually, first I'd walk over to Eamon. I'd be like, "Are you okay if I share that we've run?" I don't even know if we talked about this last episode. Are you okay if I share that we've run into a Ravdah before? I'm talking.
Sure. Yeah. That's
Huh?
okay.
Can I silently cast telepathy?
Yeah, do you have subtle magic?
I do.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I cast telepathy, and you guys hear in your heads, stop walking. If you want to communicate, tell me. I'll tell the other person.
Already asked him.
This is for like future.
Okay, I walk
I
back
look
up
at
to
you
him.
and don't say anything, and I go, Phosphorus, if you could tell Renistier that it's okay if he talks about the Ravdah that we saw, or that I saw in Wakuzana with Onside, that'd be great.
You don't have to
Are we
whisper. man.
all linked, or does it
Nope.
just go to you?
It goes to me, and I have to transfer it.
Yeah.
Ha! I'm gonna keep saying stuff in my head just to annoy
I
you.
shut down that link.
For sure.
The number you have
Hello?
dialed.
Hello,
But yeah, he says that to you.
hello.
Yeah, I'll basically act as a go-between for talking.
Yeah.
without
So
knowing
re-say it in character. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so I walk back up to the Ravdah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is more slightly off topic, but it is kind of pertaining to how you say you're understaffed. We ran into another Ravdah in Wakuzana dealing with a water elemental during a storm.
Chasing me out of puddles.
So you say you all are understaffed. How do you even become a Ravdah? Or is it something you're born into? Do you sign up for it?
I am not at liberty to divulge those
Do you have any
things.
applications?
No. None of you are fit to serve within the order.
Don't we know that there's
The genie
Sulis?
blood thing.
Yeah, you know that the Ravdah are all Sulis, correct?
Don't you?
Is it the
don't you
rel-
guys know somebody that?
Yes. Is it because of your being a Suli?
Yes, it is due to my heritage.
I see.
Do you have a way to contact, or that are we allowed to contact any of you per se if something comes of this, since we are traveling with an oracle?
There is
Maybe someone higher up?
close to no chance that something like this is happening and we are not aware. It in terms of the four elemental wonders. I could not
What if there's a
speak of-
fifth one that you don't know about?
That would be impressive.
Damn right.
I do not think it is the case.
I think Diego just doesn't trust any established organization, is what I'm coming up to. You
Yes.
don't know the real truth.
I mean,
There's actually 10.
He also got kicked out of another monastery.
Look, I'm just saying, if once you think you know everything, then you've closed yourself off to learning new information.
As they've been like talking to him, and I'm kind of acting as a go-between for mind stuff. Can I be trying to just figure out more about this ritual?
Yeah. I mean,
Like with like the preparation stuff and everything I know about it so far.
what would you like to know specifically?
Pretty much like exactly what it does.
Didn't you ask him that?
I asked him to like tell me what it does, but I'm also trying to figure it out from my standpoint as well.
Okay.
To see if
I,
like, there's
thought,
anything.
I thought you had him explain that to you, but maybe
Well, because like talking to this guy more, he's a grunt. Like he's following orders, so he might not know exactly everything about a ritual too. He just knows he needs to do this to do this.
I'll have you roll that Because you don't really. Once you guys start preparing for it, I'll have you roll that because you guys don't actually like have any context to roll off of yet.
So,
But
how do you? Is there just a very large lack of solis? Is that why you're so understaffed, or have a lot of your ranks been decimated?
no, there are just more problems to solve
There's
than
more
normal.
job openings than there were 3 years ago.
No,
No?
we are.
You've never dealt with something to this
You
scale?
don't hire more ever?
It is being born in the way that Suli are is not a common thing.
So you've never dealt with something to this scale, correct?
Yes.
What about a Suli with all the elements? Is that a thing?
No. Theoretically, it could happen, but I have not seen it.
Interesting.
Somewhere
Well-
Reggie sneezes.
Caused the tidal wave. He's been leveling up too.
Yeah, he hit level 20 as soon as he. walked
He's
out of
level
the sun.
30 somehow.
Yeah.
Well-
that didn't even exist.
If there's not, we can get going on this ritual. I know, like you said, as soon as you're done, you'll have more things to do. Thank you for being forthright with us.
Of course.
Is there anything else you're hiding from us?
No, not willingly.
What?
He said he couldn't answer certain things as to like Suli stuff.
Ah.
Yeah, he did. One of you did ask about specific order things that he said he couldn't talk about, but it was just like I can't even remember what it was.
Is it because you just don't want to? Never mind.
Well, at first I asked, how do you join? And he said he couldn't
Yeah.
tell me, but then I just said solis.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Okay, so he can kind of go over the ritual for what there's 3 slots that you guys kind of need to fill. Well, so first of all, the main unlidding and then sealing of the lid should only take about 15, 20 seconds. Maybe like 3 rounds of combat.
3 rounds of
The 8 hours ahead of that is mainly preparation like for that.
Didn't
moment.
you say things are going to come out?
Yes.
during this?
Yeah.
If I remember
He's
right.
taking off the lid. So there is surely going to be fire elementals coming
Hang out and talk.
to start things on fire, as they do. Himself, the things that need to be done in preparation, he and Magnus need to align their key. They're going to meditate together for the 8 hours. While they do that, someone needs to create a small platform made of sticks, clay, and ash where the ritual will take place. That is a crafting or nature check. Someone needs to inscribe the primal markings of the ritual in a 10-foot, 20-foot, and 30-foot circle around where that platform will be. That's a nature check. And then, since you know the tears will happen, the best way to deal with that is to make sure that they happen at very specific spots as far away as possible, while still guaranteeing that they can be controlled. So one of you will need to create those 2 anchor spots 100 feet away from the platform in opposite directions for those 2 tears to open. That is any check related to magic. So arcana, nature, occultism, or religion.
Is that something I
could
can
be
do?
me.
Technically, yeah, because that's additional. That's not actually part of the base ritual.
So he could make one and I could make the other.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we could be on different sides? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can do religion.
Word up, brother.
I'll be inscribing things into the dirt.
The other thing I wanted to bring up, well, now that you're assisting, it's less. For the record, only one of you needs to do that anchoring thing.
Oh, I thought you said 2 and
There are 2 spots on opposite sides, but like you guys can be where you will do that. You guys can be wherever you want when he takes the lid off. You don't need to be at those spots.
Okay.
This is like preparation for it.
Okay.
Okay.
You do not need to do this. Obviously, this is very dangerous. You do have competent fighters in your crew that could assist with this.
Man.
Beulah, get down here.
Like I said, you don't need
Beulah
to.
and Baptiste.
I just bring it up.
fucking Archie
dude.
melts.
They die immediately. But yeah. So who's doing what?
I guess we'll do the anchors.
What is your crafting right now?
My crafting's +1.
What about nature?
My nature's +4.
Remember, he can't help with anything other than the anchoring.
Oh, other than the anchoring?
Yeah, because the other stuff is
I
actually
guess
part of
I
the
don't even
ritual.
need to anchor. I guess if that's like still like kind of technical. I just want to be by one of them at least.
Yeah, like I said, you guys can stand wherever when the thing pops off.
The only reason I'm asking about the nature thing, because I don't know what your nature is.
It's a +6. It's not
Okay,
great,
yeah,
but
that's
it's not bad.
better than what I can do.
I don't have any coins left, so this is it.
Yep.
To clarify, you are doing secondary checks, which are basically making the most important thing is the main dudes, the Ravdah's checks.
Oh,
You are just assisting in that by how well you do this.
Because I'm actually helping with the ritual, aren't I?
Yeah, he will talk to you about how once he starts, when he takes the lid off, so to speak, when him and Magnus are on that platform, one other person can assist, which is either a nature check or, as we talked about, a -4 circumstance magic theory check. You will need to be within touching distance of Magnus, but assisting with that will only take one action.
Got it.
So you will, if you would like to assist on that, you will be stuck on that platform, but you still have 2 actions to do and a reaction with what you will when things kick off.
Yeah, I'll do crafting then.
And essentially what you're doing, what you will be doing with that check is another assisting check to be blatant about mechanics and what's going on. Once, basically he's going to make a check every turn too, and then he'll make one final check, which is basically the most important check. So, you're doing the crafting one. You're setting up a platform. Give me a crafting check.
30.
Okay.
Yowza.
Hey,
All
it's
right.
the one thing I really, one of 2 things I'm really good at.
Now it's one of 2 things you're really good at. Let me get a nature check from you, Eamon, to inscribe those
scribing.
sigils.
Ammon.
Not great. 14.
Renisteer. Religion, I
Religione.
assume.
Nope, nature.
I mean, you can.
Sorry, occultism.
It's thematically more fitting.
I like to dabble
Essentially,
in other
what
things.
you're doing is you're making your own smaller little circle in these 2 spots so that once that tear wants to open, it is like kind of funneled to those 2 spots.
Not great. 19.
Okay. So yeah, 8 hours would go by. Diego.
I'm bored.
Okay, is that what you would like to do during those 8 hours?
Yes. I just
Okay.
pout. No, what?
But is there actually anything you want to do in those 8 hours?
I'm just sitting by wherever the anchor is. I'll be having tea.
Okay. By the time all of that finishes up, the platform is made. Mechanically, the platform is not meaningfully higher off the ground. Like, it's not hard to get up to. It's just a place where the magic can be channeled. Other than like being there for the ritual, those rings of the primal sigils that Eamon put down they do nothing other than like they're not protective or anyway. They're just there for the ritual. Just to be clear about that. The only ones that have any mechanical impact on this incoming encounter are those anchor points. I'm gonna call them north and south. The anchor points, 100 feet away. So they're 200 feet apart. They're 100 feet from the middle. The north one and the south one. After the 8 hours, I almost said Bowser. What the 8 hours?
After 8 Bowsers go by.
the
T-Rex
tears
made
open
friends.
and they just-
When will they stop coming?
It is 11 p.m. So sun is set. Does everyone have dim light vision?
I can pass out.
I have dark vision.
Will you?
I have low light vision.
Enough of
Says
the
Ted.
stars and the moon is out that dim light vision will get you by.
I will just give everyone who doesn't dark vision.
I
Okay.
don't need it.
That's for an hour. I assume at this point that'll be long enough for what
For
we
sure.
need to do. And yeah, if Magnus doesn't have it, I'll give it to him. If the
I
Rob
have
doesn't
low
have it, I'll give
light,
it to
but
them.
I'll take it.
The Ravdah does have dark vision. Magnus does not. So he
Yeah.
will take it.
I have dark vision.
Yes.
He just drinks it. What I give him.
I don't see
No,
color.
I mean, he would not. But he'd do the whole vetting process and then drink it. I assume it's not actually poison. That's why I didn't roll anything.
Hey,
Yeah,
Fosters,
yeah.
why did they both die on the platform?
Oh, it's part of the ritual. Don't worry about it.
So
They're sleeping.
Phosphorus needs to be on that platform with them if he wants to spend at least one action on his turn making the check. Where would the rest of you like to be?
I'm by the other anchor that Diego's not.
Yeah.
So which north? Who wants the north one?
You have the north one.
Okay.
In my head, I was in the south one. So
In my head, you were also at the south one. I don't know why. It just
More of a
felt-
south guy.
yeah.
What is Perrin doing?
Flying.
Are you mounted?
Yeah, I guess I would have just let him sit next to me because I probably
So
doesn't
not
want
mounted?
mounted.
Okay. I'm just clarifying.
Okay, yeah. Well, probably once I see that the ritual is wrapping up, I would have mounted him.
Yeah, I'm asking you for clarification on what you're going to be once this kicks off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be mounted now.
Okay.
Because I
Like-
didn't want him flying around for 8 hours. So
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm getting so tired.
Mounted and right in front of the gate, both of you? Or not the gate,
probably a
but
little
where
bit
it'll
back.
open?
Probably like a little bit back from it. Just so I'm
Within
not
whip
up.
range?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just so I'm not
fair
getting
enough.
immediately flooded.
Yeah, I'm just ready to.
I'll be 30 feet south from the platform, or 30
Okay.
feet south from the Ravdah.
Okay.
Is there any way I can ready or like do anything in advance,
If
spell
there's-
wise, or no?
If there's any like buffing you would like to do, you guys can pre-buff.
Oh,
You
the
can't-
buff lasts a minute, so
Yes.
I would do it
Yeah.
right as things are happening.
Do
so
we think
if
these
that
guys are going to be
counts or not.
flying? We're going to have to worry
They
about
have
that?
flown down from the sky. Yeah, we've seen them.
I mean,
fly.
if you want, you can tap on the Ravdah's knowledge. There are plenty of things, especially in all elementals, that have varying movement speeds.
I'm gonna try to just
will
stand
say-
by
I
the
just-
platform and prevent.
Am I
going
to need to be in the air? I don't know. I'm just going to stay on the ground.
Okay,
It's
I'm gonna
either do my potion, but I don't want to use
I'm
my
going to do
potion
that
yet.
3 ability thing.
3 action thing?
Yeah.
Stone skin.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And
Freedom of movement.
This
Yeah.
is the first time you've done that. Or does it look
What the heck is it?
I would I get it's very primal, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah,
come
it
from
is.
like-
It is a lizard folk ancestry feat, and they are technically primal spells.
I probably let out a very like animalistic, like reptilian snarl and like bash my hands together
Hell yeah!
in like 2 fists, and then as I do that, my like freedom of movement, I guess my leg muscles would almost like tense up, like very
Uh-huh.
ready to go, and then my scales seem to harden around with like
Mhm.
each punch. The impact sounds firmer.
Yeah, and your skin does look hard as stone. Hello, GM Jack here with a quick rules explanation. Renisteer is using the lizard folk ancestry feat he picked up at level 13 called Primal Rampage. It allows him to tap into the unstoppable strength of his ancient kin, which translates in game mechanics to casting Freedom of Movement and Stone Skin as 4th level primal innate spells on himself once per day. Freedom of Movement stops most things from reducing his movement speed and allows him to auto-succeed at most escape rolls, and Stone Skin gives him resistance 5 to physical damage for a time. Both very useful for our frontline boy. Now back to the action.
Oh my.
Everybody also gets a Cheeto elixir.
Okay.
How
Is that
far
too?
away am I from everyone?
You are 100 feet.
Yes,
from
and
the
no
middle.
one saw that but me.
I could probably see it.
Perrin was like, "That was cool."
Diego's
Father."
eyes are really good.
Does the Cheetah elixir help me?
No, it's a status bonus.
Yeah, status
I believe,
bonus to
so
speed.
It shouldn't help.
So you get plus 10 feet for 10 minutes for those that are drinking.
Okay.
I'll drink it.
I don't need it.
Okay.
Correct. You don't.
This isn't the first time I've been around someone that doesn't need
Obviously,
it.
assumptions, weapons are out. Why would they not be?
If I'm using something that lasts a minute, am I able to cast it like right as things are starting,
you
or
would know
wait till
when
my
it's,
turn?
the Ravdah will let you know when it's going to kick off. You can do it right before. So what would you?
I'm
Any
gonna
other pre-buffing?
cast out of my wand elemental gift
Okay.
on the Ravdah. Obviously the water one. So the target takes on a watery sheen, gaining resistance 5 to fire,
Okay.
and a swim speed equal to its lane speed.
Before you would do that, the Ravdah would mention he is specifically equipped. He's mainly in the Inferno and
He
deals with
mains
them.
fire.
And I'm guessing, but I also thought the Oracle of Fire is probably also resistant to fire.
So, he is not,
Okay,
but you can.
I will cast on him.
He cannot gain resistance to fire because of his
His spell is useless. Okay,
oracleness.
that's fine. I will not do anything.
Word. Okay.
Everybody on the platform will get a mist form elixir.
Okay. You know that the Ravdah and Magnus will have no actions to do anything.
No, it's a minute
Well-
before, so before they do anything,
Oh, they can drink it. Gotcha.
I will cast something on the Ravdah. I'll cast Tempest Cloak.
Okay.
So I surround that area with wind. Twisting Shield of Wind creates difficult terrain in a 5-foot burst surrounding the target. The target also gains a +2 circumstance bonus to its AC against physical ranged attacks, such as attacks.
sick.
Oh, physical ranged attacks. That wouldn't be like fire magic.
Physical ranged attacks, I believe, means like
non-magic.
something physically is going.
Because it says such as attacks made with a bow, javelin, or sling.
Oh, gotcha. I mean,
I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't count like a fireball, but like if someone used like a 1-action attack to like throw a note of fire, I think it makes sense for that to apply. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everyone on the platform will be concealed.
Okay.
So you have to
sick.
make a 3?
DC 5.
DC 5. Okay.
Okay. Any final words?
I think
want to
Good luck, gentlemen.
You know what? We're probably not going to need to use anything else. So before I would just use my pocket watch, make myself invisible.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause why not?
Yeah. I mean, as soon as you act, it'll go off, but it's better than...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something.
I guess I really don't need to turn the lantern on. Never mind. There's no real point.
Goodbye, guys. I turned invisible.
Okay. The Ravdah calls out that it's time. And him and Magnus, there's kind of like, almost like the jungle itself, kind of takes a breath in towards them as he starts to pool just like a red glow on his hand. Magnus is on his knees in front of him and he has his hand on his bare back. Magnus is shirtless. You're on the platform with them, you being Phosphorus, sorry. Renisteer riding Perrin is right in front of the north anchoring tear. Invisible Diego is right in front of the south anchored tear. Eamon is 30 feet to the south of the platform, so 70 feet from that south tear and 130 feet from the north one. So as that breath in kind of happens, at those two spots, cracks in the very air begin to form as waves of heat, the two of you that are close to it, emanate out. It's very warm. If you could sweat, you would sweat, but you start sweating. Lizards don't sweat, right?
No, I'm now boiling from the inside out.
Okay. Smoke begins to billow out. Not in any way that's concealing to anything outside of it, but you can't really see into it. On the north tear, two massive birds made of pure fire fly out, roughly the size of Perrin, 10-foot wingspan, beak and claws made of hardened lava. At the south tear, a mass of magma, roughly 15 feet around, just this blob spills forth from the tear. Two arm-like appendages ooze out of its main mass, clenched fists forming at their ends. Everything within 40 feet of this magma creature, the air begins to ripple and the burnt grass begins to hiss and singe from just the raw heat this thing is giving off. It has an aura. And then we will roll for initiative.
So I have the two birds,
Yes.
and he has the blob.
The blob.
And these tears are open.
Oh, no.
Like they're there and open. Renisteer, you go first.
Are these things flying? Are they sort of
Technically
waddling
not
around?
yet. They are on the ground.
Damn it. I want to trip them out of the sky. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, two very big firebirds right in front of you.
I'm going to go up to them.
You don't have to move at all for them to be within range.
Well, I guess I'll attack first. I'm trying to make it, difficult terrain stuff because they're going to try to fly away.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm trying to just get up on them.
Yep.
I'm assuming they're not right next to each other, are they?
Yes, they
Okay,
are. I
right.
mean, they came right out. They have made no movement
Okay.
outside of the tear.
Yeah, I guess so. I did get the free movement with Perrin.
Yep.
I guess I'll raise my shield and I'll try to trip one. Natural 20.
That's crit success. Crit success. Yeah, Vince reflex DC. Obviously, that doesn't matter because that's 33 and you rolled a natural 20. So yes, you crit success,
Okay,
which is
and then-
1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Right. All right, we're going to get a 1. I already know it.
One can hope. Did you get a 1?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Every fucking time.
It's impressive how bad you're on with those. But
I
it
was
does-
even trying to reverse psychology of the universe and it just slapped me in the teeth and pinched my cheeks like an old
Yeah.
granny.
So I mean, yeah, you trip it and it kind of falls flat on the ground. What's left of the grass just burning away.
Perfect. It'll sink through the ground. Get stuck.
And then you have one more action left.
Might as well just keep taking away from him, huh? I'm going to try to trip the other one.
Okay, -5,
Yes. so-
multi-attack penalty. So +8.
Yes, +8. Not so good. Yeah, 14, so.
That is a failure.
Okay.
That one you kind of lash out with and it flutters its wings a bit, and you just go right through the fire.
Okay.
And
my last action was shield raise. So
yes. Okay. Then it is the big old blob's turn.
Oh dear. Well, I'm not there. He doesn't know I'm there.
Correct.
but his aura
Just
does.
sees me
With
my wand at the ready, holding it like Voldemort.
this technically should happen at the start of combat, but I need you to make a fortitude save, Diego, because you are within that aura for fire damage.
That's a 15.
15 is a failure, so you are enfeebled 1,
Jesus.
and you take 15 fire damage, so 10.
Yeah. That's not as big a deal. But enfeebled? What does that mean?
Your muscle shrank.
You take a status penalty equal to the enfeebled value to strength-based rolls and DCs, including strength-based melee attacks, strength-based damage rolls, and athletics checks. So basically all this means for you is you do 1 less guaranteed damage because you use dexterity to hit, but strength is added to damage. So that's really all it means for you. And then at the end of your turn, that will go away. Well, actually, no, because you're in the aura. Once you're out of the aura, that will go away. But this isn't too bad for you because you use dex to hit.
Yeah, it wasn't really that bad.
Um,
So 1 less damage.
but it
Neat.
will, you see it kind of reach into itself and pull out just this big glob of magma, and it chucks it towards Aemon. I need you to make a reflex saving throw.
Can I do nimble dodge or no?
No.
Just a saving throw?
Yeah, it is it's like a burst.
How far away are the tears?
100 feet.
Got it.
Can you throw it 70 feet?
Yes, you can throw it 120 feet.
Oh, shit.
This technically isn't an attack, it's an ability. 'Cause it's
Counterspell.
no, not a spell.
14.
14 is a failure.
Your boy didn't buff himself before the fight. I'm used to being farther away from things.
You take 19 fire damage. Not too bad. And, sorry, Diego, it is aware you are there. You're just technically hidden to it. So it is aware of the presence, but it is not, it doesn't know exactly where you are. So it is going to try to punch you with its magma fist.
Okay.
But it has to DC 11 concealment check. No. It pounds this massive fist of magma into the ground, like right next to where you are. You don't even need to move. And that's its turn. And then now it is these big old birds' turn. The one that's prone is going to stand up. And then it's going to like swing its wings a bunch over and over. As you can see within it, this fire starts to build up and this light starts to form. And then in a 120-foot emanation, this burst of bright light and fire just blossoms out. And I need everyone except Diego and Eamon to make a reflex saving throw, as well as the 2 people on the platform.
I'm
will
assuming
make that.
Perrin does also?
Yes.
Did he just blow up? He just freaking nuke himself?
He used self-destruct. It's super effective.
I'm fighting the Voltorb.
I got 26.
Okay. It's a pass.
18 for me.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is fire damage.
Correct.
Perrin got a 7.
He got a 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a crit fail.
Perrin takes 48 fire damage and is blinded for a minute. Renister, you take 24 fire damage and you're blinded till the end of your next turn. Phosphorus, you take 12 fire damage
I
and
take
you are
0 fire damage. I'm going to use Eat Fire as a reaction.
okay.
So as soon as the fire comes towards me, I literally just take a bite out of it.
Okay, sick.
I gain 15 fire resistance.
Okay,
Ate
cool.
that like a wheel of cheese.
You are, however, from the light dazzled for 1 round. What that means is everything is concealed. So DC 5 check to target anything, anyone, even friendlies.
It's a good thing all my stuff is area damage.
Uncharacteristically for Magnus, he's good completely. The Ravdah fire's kind of its thing. He's also fine.
So wait, Perrin got 48. I got 24.
Yes, Perrin is blinded for a minute, and you're blinded till the end of your next
Jesus,
turn.
a minute. That's so
On a flying bird.
Yeah.
I can try to use spells to take effects away.
Well, he might fly into a tree.
What blinded does is you can't see. All normal terrain is difficult terrain, so everything's considered difficult terrain for him. You can't detect anything using vision. You automatically critically fail perception checks that require you to see. If vision is your only precise sense, which I believe it is for him, you take a -4 stats penalty perception checks, blinded also, everything's concealed, obviously, because you can't see. Hello, GM Jack here with a quick rules correction. Being blinded means that other creatures are hidden to you, not concealed. So the flat check to target them should be DC 11, not 5. Though everything else I say about being blinded is true. We messed this up the whole fight, which as always is my bad. Now back to the action. That's less important for Perrin and more important for you because you kind of attack things. That was 2 actions, and then it will...
It was tripped.
You're right, it stood up. That was 3 actions. The other one will...
How much health does Perrin have?
Formerly 138.
It's going to...
90 currently.
It's got more than me.
Try to peck at you with its beak.
Okay.
Renisteer.
My shield was raised.
Unnatural 20 to hit.
Nope.
It's going to try to swipe at you with its talon.
Okay.
No. And then it will simply try to fly up.
I can't opportunity attack. I can't.
You can.
I can?
Yeah. You just need to pass the
The
concealment check.
blind master.
Yeah. So roll a...
It is also technically difficult terrain because I'm right up against them, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
But give me a DC 5 flat check first.
Damn it! That was way better than a... God, I wish that was my attack roll. Okay. Well, I got it.
Okay. So now you can try to hit.
25 to hit.
Yes.
I probably would not be using the flame whip.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, I'll use the chain one.
Fair enough.
Jiminy Christmas, that's max damage. So that is 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you whip right through it, and it gets 40 feet up in the air, and that is counting your difficult terrain.
Dick.
Diego.
Can I see through the portal?
No, there's smoke billowing out. Also, currently, this big magma blob covers the whole tear.
Okay, just
Yeah.
I didn't want to roll for anything or anything like that. I just was curious.
No.
So I want to exploit his vulnerability.
Okay.
29 because is he a hunt?
No.
Damn.
That is a critical success, though.
Oh hell yeah. Give it to me.
Weakness, cold 15.
Oh.
No resistances. Immunities are bleed, fire, paralyzed, poison, and sleep. So the 15 is higher than what you can activate
Yes.
in terms of weaknesses. So you'll want to use that damage. The other thing, at the start of your turn, I need you to make another fortitude save for that damage.
Oh damn.
It won't affect the enfeebled at all.
Damn.
You'll just enfeebled one.
God damn.
As long as you're within the aura.
That was really bad. 11.
15 fire damage again. Still enfeebled one. You
So
won't-
15. Are you accounting for my
10. 10
I
with
just-
your resistance.
I can do the math. I just don't want you to.
Yeah, to double it or not do it. Yeah.
Okay.
You also get that. You also technically get, this is counted as a critical success to recall knowledge.
Yes.
So you get 2 things of information.
I
in addition
was
to that.
thinking that there's got to be something.
So is there anything specific you want, or do you want me to just give you
The first thing
things-
I would specifically want to know, because I'm assuming it's just an elemental. Does this kind of elemental come in pairs like the other one does, or in groups?
No, not normally.
Okay. Then I don't care about the other thing. I don't really want to know anything about this guy.
Okay. Well, the other thing I'm just gonna give you information is that if it wasn't evident, this thing is like literally molten hot, right? So unarmed strikes, you take 10 fire damage every time you would hit him with one.
That's rough. It's only 5.
Yeah, because you are punching magma. I will to come along with that though. If it is affected by a water or cold effect, it hardens and it gains a weakness to bludgeoning, and that no longer happens.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, then I'll do the other thing I was going to do. Instead of my flurry, I'm going to activate my Arctic Vigor tattoo.
Oh shit, that's really good. Yeah, I don't think that'll work with your weakness. You won't deal the extra damage.
I won't deal extra, but it'll still do a natural 15.
Yeah, it'll do
because it's weak.
cold.
Because it's weak.
Yeah. Because it's actually activating the weakness.
Yeah.
Not the thaumaturge way. Yep.
Yeah. So I would aim it. I would make sure I aim it through the portal too, because
Okay.
it's a 30-foot cone.
Okay.
I was going to save it in case something else came out.
Okay.
But now that I know I can just make it vulnerable to my slaps, then
Okay.
I'm definitely going to do that. So yeah, it's a fortitude DC 17.
That is a success.
Okay, so I'm assuming half.
Yes. Is that the tramp stamp one?
That is the tramp stamp one.
You are no longer invisible once you do this.
Right.
Obviously.
That's 28.
Already halved?
No. So 14
so
plus
29.
15, so 29 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
And I cool him off. I say, chill out.
Yeah. As a blast of cold magic flies out. And as the cold kind of rolls over the magma form, like I said, all the magma kind of hardens, and it's more of a molten rock now than anything.
So
Very
because
brittle.
Diego's not wearing a coat because it's so hot out, you can see the tramp stamp glowing much more.
That explains so much.
And it just kind of like you see all this energy pull up and it goes directly into my teacup, and the teacup just blasts out a cone of cold damage.
Are there any additional effects on a failure?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because there definitely wasn't something behind it that also got hit. Okay, and that is your turn. Because that's 2 actions to activate that, and then you did the thing. Exploited vulnerability.
So I think I did it. I read it wrong. So
Okay.
it's only 10 feet,
Okay.
but it's a 10-foot burst with a range of 30 feet.
So you could have done it like
So
at
I
the
would have
entrance of
done
the
it at
portal.
the entrance.
Yeah,
I would
for
have
sure.
done it
For
to
sure.
try to hit something that's
Yeah.
behind it if I could.
Yeah.
But if that changes anything,
No.
I guess I just imagined it was a cold. So instead of it blasting out a cold, it just
Bursts?
the teacup just has a ball of tea that flies out.
And freezes and then bursts. You're no longer enfeebled as well because it's not giving off as much heat.
Excellent.
Eamon.
You can slap it now, Eamon.
Does it seem like the blindness on Perrin is magical in nature? Such as Dispel Magic would work on it, or no?
No. It is more so that the light was so bright.
That's
and
what I
Perrin kind of.
I was excited to use it, and I was like, I don't think that's magical. I think that's just bright.
Yeah.
His corneas are singed, yes.
Yeah. The ability does not have a tag that marks it as magical either.
Okay. I'm going to use the focus spell and use Vision of Weakness on the bird that just flew up 40 feet.
Okay.
Call.
Lowest save is will. Immunities: bleed, fire, paralyzed, poison, sleep. No weaknesses or resistances. Though
Okay.
noted, is immune to fire
Okay.
damage.
So it's like far away from me because it's still 100 feet from the platform. It just flew straight up.
One of them is up into the air. The other one is still on the ground. They're both probably still roughly 100, no more than 150 feet away, either one of them.
Which one to address?
Did I hear anything behind?
You heard the sizzling of flames as if like ice met fire.
Okay, well, it is the Inferno, so
Yeah.
I would assume it would do that anyway.
Yeah. Not like a ow or anything.
Phosphorus, how much speed do I gain from that Cheeto elixir I took?
10.
10? Okay. I'm going to run then 40 feet towards Diego.
Okay.
That's all right. I'm fine.
I know where he is now, correct? Because I
Yeah,
saw
he's no
him
longer invisible.
Definitely the damage.
He shimmered
dealer.
into existence when his tramp stamp fired off.
I can't reach your people with what I
No,
want
it's
to do
fine. It's
yet.
fine. It's
Close
okay.
off one entrance so we can address the other one is my thought.
So one action stride.
Or I'm
Now-
going to run until I'm 60 feet away, I should say, from the
Okay, yeah.
entrance.
You would only need to move 10 feet closer then.
Let's make it 40 feet away from the entrance. So what I
Okay.
do may also spill into the thing.
For sure. Okay. 100%.
Cone of cold.
Okay.
Cone of cold. I will try to miss Diego if I can. Use movement to get at an
Please
angle
do.
where that could.
Yeah, I was going to say angle.
If I have
yeah.
all that movement left.
Yeah, 100%. Yep, I will give that.
That's a basic reflex save. As icy
Okay.
shit churns from my hands, I shoot
Fuck.
cone of cold.
Was that a fail?
It's a critical failure
Oh,
for the
no.
magma thing.
For the blob?
Yeah, a 9. Something else does well, but that's rough.
Do you want me to say damage just what it would be and you can
Yeah,
do whatever
and I
you
will
do?
double it and then...
Okay. Well, that's 24d6.
So does this also, does that crit, if he crits it, does that double weakness? Or is weakness
No.
just flat 15?
Weakness is always if you take even one of this damage.
It's auto 15.
Yeah, you just add 15 to it. That's why persistent damage to things that are weak to the specific persistent damage type is really good. And splash.
One of these times we'll see a fire.
This is
one.
why alchemists are so useful.
God, I
Imagine all
hate
the
you.
cold bombs this guy would have had.
So many.
Too bad he's a fire mage now.
And it's even more of a pain to learn like cold magic.
Yeah.
But he did eat that fire.
I did
That's true.
eat the fire.
For the critical failure, that's 93 cold damage.
Is that with the 15?
No.
No.
Okay. So that's 108 with 15.
I was
right?
feeling pretty good with my 29.
Yes.
yeah. And then, so what was the other one? What's it not?
So half that would be 46.
Yes. Thank you.
46 damage. Yeah. Not including any weakness there may or may not be in the Inferno.
Yeah, I mean, not to one up you, but
But he does.
a massive blast kind of comes from your right of cold. In this,
Speaking Orin,
Softened
Yeah.
him up.
as the already brittle form of this elemental begins to like crack away, and that is your turn.
yep, because I had a Vision of Weakness in that. My curse starts first level. Vision of Weakness is a focus spell.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to move then.
Why?
Vision of Weakness is an action, movement's an action, Cone of Cold's 2 actions.
I was thinking about moving. Moving is separate, but moving is an action because
Yes.
this isn't D&D.
Correct. That's okay. I'm not going to take it back.
I can not use things that have will saves because I learned its lowest save was will, and that's not something I would have intuitively done.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about. Just I forgot you did Vision of Weakness, and it's easily the easiest thing to just like say didn't happen. So take your focus point back. I won't force you to act like you don't have the knowledge.
You would have never figured
but-
out that ice was their weakness without it.
It didn't have nearly as many weaknesses as I thought it would.
Yeah.
The bird.
Phosphorus.
First action will be the assisting.
Okay, so give me that check.
17.
Okay.
Where Renisteer was at is 100 feet away, right?
Yes.
And the bird went straight up? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to cast Disintegrate on the bird.
Okay. For sure.
Don't worry, I softened him up.
I have to do a spell attack first.
Okay. Swick.
23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. He needs to make a fortitude saving throw.
Oh my god. Oh wait, no. Okay, thank God.
Do you think a crit
It is
failed
a
again?
failure. It's not a crit
Okay.
failure.
Okay, so that is 12d10.
Force damage? Mm-hmm. Scary.
75 force damage.
What? Sorry, 75 force damage?
Yep.
What does that look like?
So I basically just flick my finger up and it's a green beam just shoots out of it.
Okay,
Or actually,
yeah.
it's like a small little. I forgot I do like the equation.
Okay, and then the green beam shoots out of the equation. Yeah, and it hits it, and all of it begins to, as it sounds, disintegrate. And its form begins to. The light dims, and its form begins to falter. It's bloodied.
That is the entirety of my turn.
It's the end of the round. As Phosphorus, you're the only one close enough to feel this, but the air gets visibly hotter around Magnus and the Ravdah as they're both still deep in concentration. And another one of these big flaming birds flies out from behind that magma thing. It's just above it. It has entered the fray.
Like panting. Just,
It's entered the fray already 70 health down. In Renister, it is your turn. We're at the top of the round.
Boy, I'm glad there's only one bird now. Ha ha! I'm blind.
So no birds.
I should probably just get Perrin out of here, huh? I'll dismount.
Okay.
And I'm just going to tell him to fly. Based on, because I had been sitting there for fucking 8 hours, did I remember there being any trees to my left and right?
No, you're specifically in the scorched area.
Okay. And that attack, was it like a cone?
It was
a
everything
line?
within 120 feet of that bird.
So like a burst.
Yeah. Like a sphere, 120 feet.
Well, Will this really help, Perrin?
Remember, all of his movement is difficult terrain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it will really matter if I get him out of there. Heal animal. There it is. So, how many times is it? It's a focus spell. Okay, it is.
Mm-hmm. It's technically cast at a 7th level. So times whatever it says by 7. Should be 7. If you do the 2 action, it's 78 plus 8 times 7.
Well, no, isn't the only difference between... it restores an additional 8.
Yeah.
No, so the
per
touch
level.
one...
Touch level would do 78 one action.
Okay, and then the other would do 88.
The other would do 78 plus 7 times 8.
Damn.
It's 8 guaranteed per level of the spell.
Oh, shit.
It's basically just a heal spell that only works on
Yeah,
Perrin.
okay, so I'll heal him.
With the 2 actions?
Just the one.
Okay.
He's not that damaged.
Okay. That's okay. I'm not trying to tell you how to be a pet owner.
Okay, so I got 30 back for him.
You have 1 action left?
No, that was one action.
I thought you had to dismount, though.
I'm not anymore.
So what does it look
He's
like?
gonna be blind anyway. Kind of that same, similar to my stone skin. I let out like a guttural yell and like reach my hand out.
Yeah.
Sort of the like, almost like primal bond we have.
Yeah.
I would even say like my pupils get really thin, like razor thin, like a predator's. And his become that too if he weren't blind.
Yeah. Well, he still has eyes.
He's cross-eyed.
He just can't see.
No.
He's not even blind. He's just cross-eyed right now.
You stole their eyes with magic.
Yeah, and the burns heal up some, and then 2 more actions left, and 1 strike or stride from Perrin.
Oh, God damn it.
Remember, you are also blinded currently.
Yeah, I know. All right, I'm gonna trip the same bird.
Okay.
I can't really use a intimidating glare. I'm just aiming it the wrong way. Not great. 21 to trip.
That is a failure. No. Yeah, sorry. That is a failure. My apologies. As it's... Oh, sorry. I mean, you already missed, but concealment check, technically.
Oh, then that was my concealment check, right?
Sure, yeah. Did you roll above 5?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah. Technically correct.
Okay.
Now you'll roll below.
Yeah, I'll
5.
roll on that one and whip myself in the face, blinding myself permanently. 27.
That is a success.
Okay.
So even in your blind state, you can still hear perfectly fine. You know the thing's still right there, and the heat is there, and you whip out, and you feel it like catch on something, and you just pull it down, and it's prone. 3rd action.
I'm just going to attack it.
Okay, go for it.
No.
Okay.
12.
And then, Perrin?
I guess I'm not really flying, huh?
If you're not going to move anywhere, it's always worth trying to let him get a hit in.
Yeah.
Because very few things have like reactions to crit fail hits.
Okay, he can hit.
Okay. But he does share your multi-attack penalty, so he's rolling -10.
Nat 20 on hunting right now.
Well, so what is his plus with the -10?
-3.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, no, does not hit.
That was a 17 on the dice.
Perrin lashes
What a
out.
waste of a good roll.
Can you quick picture again, or like paint the picture again of how many birds are on the ground versus the sky versus dying, or
so
like
at the
evaporating?
North Tear, where now your sight comes back as the like bright lights the flash kind of fades from your eyes, Renisteer. There is Perrin and Renisteer still right in front of that tear. 1 bird now tripped on the ground right in front of them. Another bird geologically right in front of them, but up in the air 40 feet. Then all the way at the south tear, there is a not looking too great solidified big old magma elemental thing right in front of Diego. There is a bird just above that, a big firebird, looks very similar to the other ones. And then you are 40 feet away from them, a little to the side. And then everyone, the Ravdah, Magnus, and Phosphorus are on that middle platform. And that is your turn, Renisteer.
Yeah.
As we go to...
How long am I blind for?
You are no longer blinded.
Oh, okay.
It was the end of your turn. 1 round. So, big ol' hard magma boy is... Shit. Sorry. I was going to say he's going to fist you, but that doesn't sound right. He's going to punch at you, Diego.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That does not hit.
It'll bring its hand down again. 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Do I have to roll a heat thing now that I'm within 40 feet?
No, because that
Okay.
is no longer happening because he's hard.
He's too.
God damn it.
He's hard and fisting.
Because he's solidified. Well, I was really hoping one of those would hit, and he doesn't have much out now that he's little rock boy, so he'll swing again.
Okay.
21.
That hits.
Yeah, I
what
know.
the fuck?
I rolled very well on the last hit.
Even with all the negative modifiers?
We're at the point where most things, when they're at -10, are not negative anymore.
Shit, I don't do melee, man. I don't know.
Well, just in scaling of like creature stat blocks. For example, that rolled with a +4.
Yeah, fair enough.
Don't do the math.
I'm doing the math.
You take 24 bludgeoning damage, 7 reduced to 2 fire damage. As it punches into you, a bit of the edge cracks away and some of the still hot magma spills out, and you catch on fire.
Come on.
You now are going to take 2d4 persistent fire damage at the end of your turns.
So rookie numbers.
And then it is the birdies. The one in the air will spend an action moving closer to Phosphorus. So it is, it moves 50 feet. So it's halfway there. A little less than halfway because angles. And it will,
Can I do something?
is it a reaction?
Yeah.
Yes. What would you like to
I
do?
would like to use my amulet.
Okay, yeah, you can
I'm
do
trying
that.
to figure out what it does again.
Can you do it on yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Sick.
So you are a target ally within 15 feet. Gain resistance to all damage against the triggering damage. The resistance is equal to
2 plus your level.
2 plus your level, which is 15.
Yeah, and you did exploit vulnerability as a target of your exploit
Yes.
vulnerability. Yeah, so you can reduce that damage by 15 if you
'Cause
would like to use
I
your
keep
reaction.
not doing it because I haven't done exploit vulnerability.
But you did.
And then I also gain a resistance 5. Does that stack with mine?
No, resistances never stack.
Okay.
Use
Well, I guess it's resistance 5 against the
that
damage type. So
until the
against the
start of your
bludgeoning.
next team, yeah, because that's the only thing that would
which
matter.
he probably won't attack.
And what
But
does that look like?
I don't know. I just have an amulet, which is just like a very like basic looking.
Yeah, like the most generic
Like-
fantasy amulet you can
Yes.
think of.
And it just. I think I've done it before. I can't remember.
No, I think what you're thinking of is the rhino hide brooch.
But I think I did. I don't know. Maybe
I
I,
don't
just
think you've
thought of
done
it.
this yet.
But basically, I just grab the amulet and I stretch it out. I did do
you
it
have.
before.
You
yeah.
have done this before. Yep.
I
'Cause
just
distinctly remember
stretch
this.
it out and
Yeah.
it just absorbs some of the blow.
Yep, 100%. It is also worth noting that adept benefit where you gain that resistance, that is to any of that damage type until your next turn, not just from that damage type
So
from this
if I didn't
person.
regularly have fire,
You could take
resistance,
fire
I would.
and then
Yeah.
and then it is not just from that target, that 5. It is from any of that damage type. But it's pointless for fire because you already have the fire. But yeah. Yeah, so you do that, reduce the damage. Now it's the big birdie's turn. That one flies closer to you. And then it's going to let off that 120-foot emanation. It catches the same people it caught last time. So no Diego, no Eamon. Eamon moved farther enough away. But
It can't add on to Perrin's blindness, can it? Because he can't.
technically it can make him blind longer because it's a new round. But no. Like if he crit failed again, he would be blinded for a minute from now, which would technically
just
be one more
reset it?
round.
Oh,
Yeah. But it also damage comes along with it. As that fire kind of and light builds up within it again and then bursts out. So reflex saves.
Unnatural 20.
11 for me.
Okay.
24 for Perrin.
Okay. Perrin and Phosphorus take 17.
I reduce it by 15.
Are you eating it again? Okay.
It's cantrip.
Renister, you take 34 fire damage. And you are blinded until the end of your next turn.
Fucking bird.
Do the other two still not take any damage?
The birds?
No, the other guy's the platform.
Oh, this one does hit Magnus a little bit, but it's not enough to do a dent in any way to like.
Got it.
What you would be worried about for these two is half health, bloodied, for them to really start being affected. Other than like conditions, like
I just got to know if it
got
got to start force feeding.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
That was 17 for Perrin.
17 for Perrin, 34 for you. And that is its turn. as one of those birds is now much closer to the middle platform. That's the one that's kind of barely keeping itself together. The one that's prone right in front of you, Renisteer and Perrin will stand up, and then it will swing at you, Renisteer, with its claws.
Okay.
You didn't raise your shield, but it doesn't matter. It's a 17 to hit.
No.
It'll swing at you with its other talon. It's a 2 on the die. No. Well, that one sucks, at least. And then the one by Diego and Eamon will one action fly to just behind Diego.
Hello there.
Wait, hold on. What did you say? Who's flying where?
The big firebird that was above this solidified magma elemental thing is flying behind Diego.
Oh, it came out of our side.
Yes, and it is.
Oh yeah, I was confused by that too. So there's still only 2 on my side.
No,
Yeah.
there's 2 on your
Yeah.
side.
Oh, okay.
And one's pinned in front of you, one's close.
Because that was the one that we hit.
Yeah,
So is there a third one that flew closer to the platform?
yeah, that's from the north side.
So there's 4 birds total.
No, 3.
2 on the north, 1 on the south.
The one towards the middle came from the north.
Yeah, I was confused too, but
Came from the north.
I look at Phosphorus to see if our eye contact shows him confident that he can handle that bird or not confident.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
He's eating his attacks.
Yeah.
He's literally eating them.
Yeah, but lots of things change if you all go blind.
Yeah. You,
true.
You did see me, though,
Um,
shoot beams at this thing.
I know. I always assume you're very powerful.
You are flat-footed because these 2
Of course,
things are
he's
flanking you.
Flanking me.
Yes, and then it will. So one action, get behind you. Second action, it'll swipe at you with its talons.
Okay.
Oh, not 29.
Jesus. Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it is a crit because I'm flat-footed.
Oh fuck, my bad.
Because of course,
I was excited that it wasn't a crit for you. You take
it's not bludgeoning damage, is it?
no, it's slashing. Though some of it is fire. So you take 14 fire reduced by 5, so 9 fire. And then you take 30 slashing. And then its third action, its talon attack has the grab trait, which means it can just spend an action and it grabs you in its talons. You never took persistent damage. You were lit on fire by the magma guy.
Oh yeah.
So make a DC 15 flat check for me to see if that got put out. You'll still take the damage either way.
17.
It gets put out, but you did take no fire damage because you have resistance. Hello, GM Jack here with another rules correction. I have no idea why I'm making Diego take his persistent damage and roll to get rid of it now. That should happen at the end of his turn. Furthermore, I basically forget about persistent damage the rest of the fight. People are affected by it, but I just blank on that being the case. My apologies. Now back to the action. And the talons are made of like half-hardened lava themselves of this bird. So you would normally take persistent fire damage, but it's a D4 and it literally can't roll higher than your resistance. So we don't have to worry about that. But you are grabbed by it.
What does that do?
You're immobilized and flat-footed. If you attempt a manipulate action, you must succeed at a DC 5 flat check or it is lost.
Can I just roll to get out of it though?
Yeah, it is an escape action to get out, which is either your unarmed strike, acrobatics, or athletics. And that does have the attack trait, so it suffers from multi-attack penalty to do and increases your multi-attack penalty to do. And then it is your turn.
So this doesn't say it's. I don't see a tag that says it's manipulate.
No, manipulate is normally interact action type things like spells.
Warp step.
Shit. Yeah, where you want to go?
So I would just go to the side. I wouldn't go far. I would just to take out this big elemental.
To like the side of the elemental?
The side of the magma guy.
Okay, sweet. You wanted to do the side towards Eamon or away from Eamon? Because Eamon has a side angle as well.
Away.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because that would help him if he has.
Yeah, AoE
burst.
stuff. For sure.
Okay, so I do that and then exploit.
So the space between to the next of the elemental and Diego in his claws just like stretches, and then Diego's out of the claws.
Eamon, you deal with the birds. I'm going to take care of this thing.
Birds, I can. Okay.
Are you exploiting vulnerability?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a 29 again.
Yeah, crit
Let's
success.
do pretty good against that one. Just saying.
More info I can give you.
I don't. The birds can fly.
More info I can give you that doesn't really matter at this point If you hit it and it's in its magma form, it can trap the weapon within you. It can swim in lava really fast.
What minus do I have on the second attack?
For your unarmed strikes, it's agile, so -4, and then the last attack is -8.
Okay. So the first attack was a 21.
That misses.
Can I use a coin?
Do you have a coin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't used one yet.
absolutely.
Second attack is a... Oh, man, I was really hoping that would crit, though. It's 25.
No. Sorry, it hits. It does not crit.
Have I used a reaction this turn?
No, not yet. Because it's now your turn again, so you get reaction back.
Oh, wait. It's not even a reaction.
What are you looking for?
It's a free action. One of my little talismans.
Okay.
The gallows tooth.
Okay. What the fuck does that do? Sounds horrifying.
So it's just the trigger is when I attack an adjacent creature.
Okay.
Well, it says if I haven't used my attack roll, which I already rolled. So we're just going to skip that for now.
Okay.
I mean, unless you allow it, but
well, what does it do?
it's just going to make them flat-footed.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. But basically, a tooth just like animates and comes out of my mouth and just screams at him and runs.
Okay.
Wait, a tooth?
A tooth. But it clearly doesn't look like a human tooth, though.
Yeah, it looks like like a mascot for a dental office.
Okay, sick. Yeah. So it would make the first one a hit.
Okay.
And it would
Diego was riddled with
moving
disease.
forward. That's that. But your talismans are so niche, anyways. I feel bad being
Yeah,
like, no.
I just forgot,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's right.
But so they both hit.
So they both
That
hit.
doesn't turn the second one into a crit. though.
I will use my coin though
On the first one?
on the first one.
Okay.
So I rolled under a 10, and I might as well try to take this thing out. You know?
Try to crit.
Nope.
Okay. So you hit on both?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because I rolled a 9 on the first one, and then I just rolled under 10. So
Yeah.
it'd be one more. Okay. So I'll roll some damage.
Damn. You know a huge thing I'm so sorry about?
Yeah.
When you hit with flurry of blows, it specifically says combine their damage for the purpose of resistances and weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
So you only apply your thaumaturge weakness once,
Okay.
not to both of them, which is what we have been doing.
Yeah, I don't think it'll affect a ton of battles. So
There's only been one.
yeah,
Yeah. One
So,
real one.
that's fine. But
yeah.
it's not double that, which makes sense because it's like then I should just use twin weakness or whatever. But for this anyway,
It basically, instead of 30, you're doing 15 from your
yes,
thing.
but it's also 9 twice, so 18 plus 15 is 33, and then I rolled 23, so that's 56 damage. Wait, I forgot to add the 2
Thunder or
sonic damage. Not so fast.
That was 53 before that.
No, it's 56 before that.
56.
And I just added 10, so 66.
It's still kicking. But I mean,
No, it's not. Still punching.
Yeah. You'd slap the fuck out of it, and it's like hardened molten form just splatters everywhere. Last action?
That was it. That was all my actions.
Oh, yeah, exploit ability.
Mm-hmm.
Duh. I'm stupid.
And I whoop stepped.
Amen.
I'm going to use. It's hard to guess if something's. I have that shadow signet ring, and it's hard to guess
I know.
if their AC is higher or if adding one of their saves is higher.
I know. I had to think about that
So
too.
it's like a debate because there's nothing worse. I love things that you can't just like totally miss that easily with spells, but I'm going to go for a regular spell attack roll against the bird by Diego.
Okay.
Going to do a hydraulic reservoir out of my wand.
Yeah.
Hydraulic
For sure.
reservoir.
So, hydraulic push to attack. So, give me a +9 attack roll.
Unnatural 20.
That hits.
Guessing not a critical.
No, it does not have an AC of 10.
Damn it.
I'm casting this at. It's always at
It's always at the highest level, so
highest
7th.
level. Okay, so it'll be 63 bludgeoning damage, and it's knocked back 5 feet.
Okay.
Just shove it back in.
So this big hydraulic, just like tornado of water,
Yep.
geyser of water goes towards that of my wand, and then takes 7 electricity damage as well.
So 70 total? 63 plus 7?
Yeah. Just wanted to differentiate it.
Yeah.
And it took 70 from the beginning.
75 from the beginning. Yeah, it is not looking good. The water hits it, and all of it sizzles, and the light within it kind of dims quite a bit, and the fire is barely holding together.
Then I'm going to do... still have 1 action left.
Yep.
So I'm going to do... Could I hit them both and not Diego with Cone of Cold?
Yeah,
with
for
him being on the
sure.
other side?
For sure.
I'm going to do Quickened Casting once per day. So that
like you can do it with 1 action?
it reduces to 1 action.
Yep.
So then I, again, speak in Orin and I cast another 5th level Cone of Cold. A Cone of Cold.
A code of code.
And that's Fortitude?
That is basic reflex.
Reflex. Yep. The now hardened magma boy passes with an unnatural 20.
So half damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The bird critically succeeds.
Ooh.
So no damage.
No damage.
Okay,
Yep.
that's fine. That's all right. So halved, that'll be already halved. It's 20 cold damage to the magma boy, and then I guess 15, so 35 cold damage to magma
It's
boy.
barely holding together, but it's holding.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Phosphorus.
Well, because I only have 1 single target spell, I'm going to use my ability to regain my spell slot for Disintegrate. I'm going to fire again. Actually, first, I'm going to do the ritual.
Okay. Yep. Give me that check.
That is 20.
Okay.
And now for Disintegrate.
At the firebird that's come closer to you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to use my coin on this.
Okay.
That's 19 to hit.
That does not hit.
Fuck. That's frustrating.
As it sees your beam coming and just swoops low enough for it to fly over its head.
Okay.
End of your turn.
Yeah, there goes a 6th level spell.
Boy, I sure hope Phosphorus hit that thing.
Great news, Renisteer. Blind man. Another one of these massive magma mounds rolls out of the tear in front of you. You don't
Sure,
see
I'm
it,
glad there's just the bird in front of
but
me.
you hear it. The
I'm gonna
bubbling
be
magma.
my sight's gonna come back, and I'm gonna be sitting on a giant rotisserie chicken.
No.
Yummy.
I need both of you and Perrin, Renister and Perrin, to make a fortitude saving throw as soon as this thing comes out.
I chose the wrong side. 29 for me.
Okay. That's 7 fire damage.
Is that just a success?
That's already, yes.
So it's a critical success. Fuck you!
Thank you for reminding me.
No fire! None!
No. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, patch isn't as effective.
Yeah, and then for Perrin.
Oh, he's gonna fucking die.
Is he even bloody? He's not even bloody yet.
No, he's not.
He's got a lot of
He's
health.
roasty.
I've done hundreds of points of damage and no one's died yet.
I've done nothing. I whacked one guy like 3 rounds ago, and now I'm just tripping a guy.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. How much did you do in the...
I did 108 my first turn with Cone of Cold,
Jesus.
and then combined I did
12 for Perrin.
105 second turn. Those are also high level spells that I can only do once per day.
Yeah. Well, between my 2 turns, I did like 100 on the one thing.
Give me that one more time. What was it?
12.
Okay, Perrin got 12. That's 15 fire damage, and he's enfeebled 1 while he's in the fire.
Hurting my little bird boy.
And then it is your turn.
Why did I let Perrin fly down?
As you're really the only one that this affects, Phosphorus, can really see, as a bit of that black flame starts to swirl around the Ravdah's hand.
Okay.
So what are you doing? What's your turn?
I feel like I should just get Perrin the fuck out of here at this point.
Probably.
But he can't fly very
Tell
good.
him to fly. Where?
Up.
Run.
Up towards the thing with the burst?
Yes.
He's not going to get any more blind than he is now.
Yes, he can. He literally says it resets the timer.
Well, just for longer, but not worse.
It's true.
Yeah, most likely it won't change anything because the combats almost never go 10 rounds. But
Well, you just wait. Wait till the 10th round.
I thought after 3 rounds the things closed, but all of these things would still be here.
Yeah.
So it's like we're fighting these things to the death, unless they get like slurpeed back in.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back.
I guess I'm just,
What are you doing?
I guess I'll dismount Perrin.
Okay.
So one action. And I'll let Perrin fly towards them.
Towards the center.
Yeah,
He moves 20 feet in that direction because it's all difficult terrain.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Is he out of the aura?
No.
That's a 40-foot aura.
Ora.
He would need 2 more strides to get out of it.
But I can give him an action.
You can give him 2 actions since you're not mounted anymore
Okay,
because
but
he's now a minion.
because that was his free one. But I
Yeah.
needed an action to dismount.
Yeah. So you have 2
So it
actions
doesn't
left.
fucking
You
matter.
can spend 1 to let him stride 2 more times.
Wait, so I
Or-
give him one and I give
When
him
you're
one
not
of mine?
mounted, you don't share actions. He's considered a minion.
Yeah, I
and
know.
minions, you spend 1 action to give them 2.
Oh, I see. Yes, I'll do that.
Okay,
I'll get him out
yeah.
of the aura.
So he is 40 feet away from the center.
Okay.
Are any of us bloodied?
No.
I guess I'll just raise my shield.
Okay.
Don't worry, guys. I'm doing no damage still. Don't worry.
It is Molten Boy's turn.
I'm doing my job.
It's going to punch you, Diego.
See?
I'm doing my part.
It's going to try to trip you. What's your reflex DC?
Reflex DC is 19.
25. You're prone.
No, I'm not.
I'm only like 30,
Why?
40 feet away, and they're still just choosing to gang up on you. It's great.
That's fine. That's what I'm here for, right?
You are the tank after all.
Yes. So my copper penny trigger. I'm knocked prone. Basically on the back of my pants,
Okay.
there's just like a small little button hooked on there, and it just shoots out, forms into a leg as I like start to trip, and it just stands me back up.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
You have a lot of powers near your ass.
Yes.
Okay, and then it will try to punch you without you being prone. 19 to hit, which misses.
Absolutely misses.
Unnatural 20.
Well, that's my AC.
Yes.
Well,
I'm rolling really good on the last hit.
Yeah.
at least it wasn't a crit. Now I'm like thinking I should save my reactions for the bird, because the bird did a lot of damage to
You
me.
take 22 bludgeoning and 13 reduced to 8 fire. And again, the fist kind of breaks apart and some of the magma spills on you and you catch fire.
I've just seen Diego get lit on fire twice, and I'm like, hey, it's probably fine.
Still not bloodied.
The one in front of Renistier
Hi.
is going to use an ability called Engulf, which means it moves up to twice its speed, and everything within that area needs to make a reflex saving throw, and it's going straight towards the middle. So
Don't worry,
you-
it's also difficult terrain.
Well, isn't that also manipulation too?
No.
Oh, you can't do a reaction to it.
No. Does not have the manipulate trait.
it is difficult terrain, though, because I'm there.
Yeah, roll your reflex save first, because if it does pick you up, it won't be able to make it to Perrin. Because it's moving 80 feet.
Does it do damage if it picks me up?
Yeah, you're engulfed by it.
Oh, okay.
It swallows you.
Oh, I see.
You're inside of it. Yes, it does damage. Yeah.
That means he's permanently.
Yes, he's permanently slowed. That's why I was thinking about letting him just swallow me or grab me. I thought I was being picked up, but eaten instead.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have a mouth, but you are consumed into the mass.
Well, yeah, being eaten. I didn't say it was a mouth.
Okay.
Just being eaten.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So roll your reflex save.
Okay.
Unless you would willingly like to fail. I mean, you still need to roll in case you crit fail, but
14. So probably.
yeah, so you fail. But the good news is it only makes it 40 feet. Okay, creature that fails the save is pulled into the monster's body. It is grabbed, is slowed 1, and has to hold its breath or start suffocating. So you're holding your breath.
Boy.
The
I can
creature
hold a
takes
while.
the listed amount of damage when engulfed, and at the end of each of its turns while it's engulfed. Basically, you can make escape checks to get out. But yeah, so it rolls over you and swallows you.
It just immediately slows.
Yeah, and you see like just it bulging from the inside as Renistier's basically just fighting against it, and it doesn't get as far. Sorry. It is
Yeah, just a Renisteer print on the other side.
24 damage.
Not bloodied.
The other way for something to escape this kind of thing is if it at any point anything that is engulfed, there's a certain threshold called the rupture threshold, where if piercing or slashing damage in one go equal to that amount is done, you get out.
I doubt I can even do that much damage.
Yeah, it can also be done from the outside, but slashing and piercing isn't the best damage type for the group.
I do slashing, but I'm not
And then,
high damage.
I mean, it'll move again because it literally can't do anything else. So it gets up to Perrin. So he has to make that fortitude save again for the aura.
It does the... Oh, I see.
Yeah, you're just outside of the 40-foot aura.
I thought it was
so
the
move
bird. I
60
think you're
feet
talking about the
closer.
bird.
No, sorry.
25.
Pass. So no enfeebled and 7 fire damage to Perrin. As you hear, Father, no. just kidding, Father. I can't see.
Yeah, as a parent, no.
Because he just hears my muffled screams.
Yeah. All the birdies flies up to you, Phosphorus.
Yep.
The one that was halfway. Talon attacks you.
Okay.
27.
That it's.
Grabs you.
Oh, it's just grabbing?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it deals damage and then third action grabs you.
Got it.
Sorry. Do you need the fired separate?
I'm going to resist fire 15, so it doesn't even hit that.
No, it does not. So you take 16 slashing damage.
Okay.
As it sinks its talons into you and grabs you. The other one by the north entrance, the north tear, 2 action flies towards Phosphorus, and beak attacks you, and you're flat-footed because you're
Collective
grabbed.
transposition with the one holding me.
I've made a grave mistake.
It needs.
So it needs to make a will save.
Yeah, it does.
Which we know is great.
It's like the Mario Cape move.
17. Yep.
Can you explain what this does? Because I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So I'm in its claws looking at it, and like one of my fingers just does like a quick little formula, and I at least swap places.
Manipulation trait. DC 5 flat check to have it go off because you're grabbed.
6. No. 9.
Okay, you're good.
I used the wrong dice.
Good I got it. But anyways, that Firebird still needs to roll to attack the other Firebird, so I will do that. It crits. I mean, the good news for them is that a good chunk of this damage is fire, which it's immune to. So, I mean, it swipes into it, but it doesn't
peck
do
into
anything
it?
too crazy. Peck into it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How fucking dare I?
Yeah.
Why yada. And then the one by Diego. Will
So wait, am I still in touching distance to?
no.
Okay.
You could take a step or a stride to get there though.
Hello there.
That one is going to fly towards Eamon.
What?
But I'm right here.
Yeah, but he keeps throwing cold and water at it.
But I slapped his friend.
He blasted it with a tornado of water. So one action flies over to you. It can move 50 feet, and you are within 40. And then it will...
Zephyr Slip.
What is that?
4th level spell. Is it within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, 100%.
An arresting breeze sweeps you up in an instant and he moves you to safety. You fly 15 feet directly away from the triggering creature.
Okay, sick.
I have all these
So you
movement.
do that.
I towards the end, I just like wisp my wand a bit and it
Yeah.
like flits my cloak and myself 15 feet back.
Sweet. So it'll second action, fly again.
Do it again.
Last
Do it
action,
again.
try to peck at you. God damn it.
Nimble dodge.
Okay.
+2 to my AC, making it 23.
Is that a reaction? Because you just used your reaction.
And I used a spell for it. Yeah.
Okay.
When it's a spell, I can't. It's still a reaction, even though I can't
Yes.
use a spell slot. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. That's fine.
Unnatural 20 to hit.
Will not hit. 21 AC.
Yep, you're right. Because you're a little bit of him in the staff.
My wand. I'm fencing with his beak with my wand.
Even inside a giant blob, I'm still with you.
So
My wand is scaly looking.
Let me reset the scene for everybody. 60 feet from the north portal is this still unhit magma elemental with Renisteer inside of it. There is a bird that is barely holding on by Phosphorus. There's another one by Phosphorus that is doing a lot better, right towards the center. Perrin is right in front of the magma thing that has Renistyr engulfed. There is now, towards the south, there is the big old bird that is now right up on Eamon, about halfway to the middle where everything's going on there. And then right in front of the tear is Diego and this barely holding on little magma now rock guy. And it is Diego's turn.
Exploit of vulnerability.
Okay.
That is 21.
Yes.
Excellent. I will foil your blows.
Yeah, go for it.
How hard did you get hit by that magma?
Very.
Became
20
dead.
to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Slut.
Something about that delivery really got
It was a
me.
22 to hit the second one.
That hits. It has 12 health left, and it has a weakness of 15 to this damage.
Okay. So I just slap it downward, and it just crumbles.
Yep, it crumbles to pieces. As it kind of, I mean, this thing's very big, so you like slap into it, and it ripples out through.
So
it,
we
crumbles to
talked
pieces.
off screen about Dimension Door. Can I Dimension Door still? I can't do it in this turn anyway because I've used 2 actions, but I want to know for future turns if I need to.
Why would you not be able
with
to?
my sleeves of stowage?
Oh, yeah. Yes. You are allowed to do that. What just to be open with everybody. Extra dimensional spaces, things like bags of holding, his sleeves are kind of like bags of holding. Technically you cannot teleport with them. However, what I'm going to have that be is you can't do any like real long distance teleporting. So Diego's like 120 feet, 80 feet teleportation. Okay. Planar teleportation wouldn't work. Miles wouldn't work. Stuff like that. But more short range teleportation. We'll take it at a case by case basis. But normally, for roughly, if it's in the measurement of feet, you're good. So yeah.
40,000 feet.
Well, you know what I mean.
Perfect.
Technically, anything can be measured in feet.
How many feet away is the plane? The other plane?
Yeah. So last action is that crumbles in front of you.
I guess. How close is everything to me?
You could.
I'm gonna warp step, which
Okay.
80
You
feet.
could reach the bird with me, right?
Yeah, you could get right to
could
the
get-
bird,
But I'm
and-
fine.
Get up
I
to
promise.
You could get 20 feet away from the center.
Please help me. I'm under the magma.
Yeah, I would like to get towards Rennes. So if
Also
I
10
get
feet quicker, right?
No, he's not. He's always 40 feet fast because he's
always fast.
monk archetype boy now. But yeah, sorry. What were you saying?
How far away am I from Renessier's blob friend?
140 feet.
Whoa, we're not friends, okay?
Okay, so I'll just go 80 feet.
Okay, so you're 20 feet away from the center.
And
Okay.
that way I can just warp step because I'm going to be honest. I think Eamon has a handle on it. Renessier's literally in a ball of magma.
So yeah, the space compresses and then you're much closer. Eamon, it is your turn.
Chain lightning on the bird by Phosphorus.
Okay.
That's a lot
Would
of
you like
clustered.
it to hit?
Like to target the one that has already been damaged the most.
Well, you can hit both of them.
But I would
and-
target one first.
Yeah, but it
Because
Still hits
it
both.
doesn't. If I don't hit one, it doesn't go to the other.
Oh yeah, of course. If they
It doesn't.
crit
It doesn't
succeed.
automatically
Yeah.
target two.
Sorry, you wanted to hit. So which one did you?
Which
clarify?
one? Whichever one looks more damaged.
Okay, 100%. That is a failure.
'Kay.
15.
Do you want me
So-
to roll damage and then target the
Yeah,
second one?
you
They
can
take the same damage, or do I roll
Yeah,
again?
roll 1 damage for all of them. But while you do that, I'll roll reflex save.
And it takes. I'm casting at 7th level, so 7 electricity damage extra.
Yes, and that hits. That can hit something within 30 feet of it.
Yes,
Okay.
within 30 feet, not from the original target of each target.
Yeah. So would you like it to hit the magma blob as well?
I would like
would
it.
count.
I would like to try to hit the bird next to that other bird, and then go
Okay.
to the Renistyr
Sweet.
magma blob. Yeah, if possible. They all take the same damage, or I roll 3
Yeah,
times?
they all take the same damage.
Okay. No critical successes.
The first bird failed, the second bird succeeded, and then the magma failed.
Kind of solving some of my issues. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, I just want to warn you, I will start suffocating in 225 rounds. So
Okay.
keep that in mind.
We
We're
just
gonna
start
be
waiting.
here till tomorrow night.
Everyone just like they kill the birds and like, all right, we're done. And then leave me.
I think you'd burn up before you suffocated.
I don't know.
Anyone who failed takes 54 electricity damage.
Okay, 54.
And then anyone who succeeded takes
27.
31. Because the guaranteed electricity damage isn't halved, right?
It is.
It is? Okay.
Yes.
So there's half of 54. So it would be
Okay.
27. Yeah.
Is one of the birds dead?
Nope.
Fuck.
The fuck?
Did I die?
It's barely holding on. Did I die?
It just hits me.
I only have one action left. Sorry, fellas. I'm just going to Tempest Touch the one in front of me. I'm
Okay.
gonna grab its beak.
Yep, 100%. Fortitude save.
My curse starts.
Your curse was already at its minor stage because you showed Magnus you were an oracle.
Oh, yeah. Earlier in the day. Okay.
And you
So it's a
can't
second
do lower.
stage.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It fails. 18. Just one less.
Okay. So it takes a negative 10 circumstance penalty to its speed as the churning ice just goes around its beak. I rolled damage.
So Aemon blasts, as you've seen him do many times now, a bolt of lightning that arcs from Firebird to Firebird to you hear the crack of lightning as you're inside the
Do I?
magma thing. Yeah.
Oh, his belly's rumbly.
Love how unbothered you are by being inside molten lava.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. I got a lot of health.
It takes 21 bludgeoning damage and 22 cold damage.
It's dead.
Thank fucking God.
Thank you. So I would like the churning like ice slush around to just turn its head till it like looks like it snaps its neck and
Yeah.
drops it.
Yeah. And the fire dissipates.
Still takes a movement penalty in case.
Yeah.
So
and
he
the
slowly falls to the ground.
molten claws and talons just kind of crack onto the ground.
And my curse goes to second level.
Phosphorus.
I'm going to cast a 7th level collective transposition. I do have a question, though.
Okay, I have an answer, hopefully.
When it says targets up to 3 creatures, can I count as one of those or no? Unless it says self.
What is the spell called?
Collective transposition.
Your question is, can you be one of the people?
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to target myself and both birds.
Okay.
They need to make will saves.
Okay.
Does it have to be something you can see?
Yep.
What? I don't think it has to be something you can see.
Oh.
Put a bird in his stomach.
Are you 30 feet away from me?
No, he's more.
Damn it.
Fail.
My chain lightning wouldn't have been able to reach him then.
Success. No, Renisteer is further away from Phosphorus. The bird is huge, and the magma
okay.
thing itself
Cool.
is... sorry, the bird is large, the magma thing itself is huge.
So
they're
close the
within
distance
range.
more.
Yeah.
All right.
Sick
so one
boys.
fail, one success?
Yes.
Okay. One of them is not affected.
Uh-huh.
I'd probably keep the really... Fuck, I don't know. Probably the really injured one near me.
Okay.
But the other one's going to be 10 feet behind, behind Diego.
Hello
Okay.
there.
And then I will teleport right next to the 2 guys doing the ritual. Both Magnus and...
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I just want to get myself close
And
enough.
then, do you want a last action?
Ritual.
Yep.
I was kind of hoping to get
Sweet.
rid of both
So
issues, but...
so you see Phosphorus draw the sigil, and there's kind of like a pulse of magic out, and it just kind of runs over one of the birds, but the other one gets pretty close to you.
Just like
Diego.
pops behind Diego.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my.
All right, that is...
Don't go for my tummy.
oh, Jesus, not nearly as good. 15.
Okay. That is the end of the third round. As that fire, that black fire on the Ravdah's hand, palm, that's on Magnus, kind of grows one last time. Almost starts to creep up the Ravdah's arm. And he will now make the most important check with all of the bonuses that have been given.
Does he kill Magnus or not?
I think it's more, does he burn up?
Okay. So this is important, Renisteer.
Why me?
That fire builds up and then condenses into this wave of smoke that rushes out. Everyone kind of can't really see anything. The smoke it comes out of nowhere, kind of fills your lungs with that acidic heat. As it passes the many elementals, it leaves behind flaming chains, anchored both into the elemental and attempting to yank them back through the tears from which they came. Probably realistically, Phosphorus. Well, if anyone has any ideas, I'll give anyone one chance.
Oh yeah, get close, collective transposition.
He's gonna try to put the bird inside.
No, I'm just pulling you out.
Oh,
you said I don't have to have line of sight.
Yeah, he's further than 30 feet away though, and I'm letting you guys do one thing.
Oh, I see.
Like in the time that this would happen, like in world, you would have the time to move or do the spell. You know what I mean? Renister, let's start with this. Renister, I'll give you one athletic check to just like anchor yourself and not be taken. Let's start there.
inside of it.
Yeah, as you feel it be yanked.
So I would just anchor myself basically into the ground, and it yanks away from me.
Yeah, it like pulls off of you.
Okay.
So give me an athletics check. Since this technically isn't supposed to be how escape works, I'm going to give you a -1 circumstance.
Okay. So I have plus 12.
Yeah, and I will tell you, you're trying to beat a 24.
Oh, 14.
Yes.
I just have to roll above a
Yeah.
2. It's above 24.
Yep.
Okay. So I got to get above a 12.
12 or above a 12?
12 or above.
Okay.
That'd be 24. 19. On the die. So
yeah. So
30,
as all of
31.
you realize what is happening, as you see the chains, and all of you go to do what you would do, you're like, oh, fuck.
Another chain comes shooting out.
Yeah, of his whip.
I'd like steal my, whip it in.
Perrin
and
will grab it.
Yeah.
Perrin will grab it. And then the magma is just like pulled off of him, and he's just there. And the Ravdah is sweating bullets. He's very warm, but as the smoke clears and they are ripped back through from where they came, the tears violently slam shut. And there's a sound almost unlike anything any of you have heard before of like a planar door shutting. And you guys did it.
Whew.
But did the Ravdah do it? The ritual is complete, which hopefully means Magnus will no longer be a beacon for the Inferno. Was the ritual successful? What awaits the group once they head towards the bunker? Will Renister ever get all that molten rock out of his armor? All of this and more, next time on Dying 5.
If you enjoyed today's episode, consider leaving us a review on whatever platform you listen on. We'd love to hear your feedback. And if anyone in your life just can't get enough tabletop RPG action, send them our way. If tabletops have taught me anything, it's that good stories become great ones when you have some folks to share them with. And as always, thanks for listening.